Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Danico Autry gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, these two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded #1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Titan football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such, but let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's got this down to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, still a long way to go in the season. We know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. These two teams all tied after 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tannehill. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they go play action now. Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Pulling good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Then with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11-90.
They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, Bobby, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Here's Tannehill. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Titans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You're always worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow on play action. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Here we go.
I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
In motion right here, Boyd.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 34 yards. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. Got him in. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 51 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big time.
Sure does look like a one-trick pony, boy, I tell you.
This thing's
Shit.
not done. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Tannehill on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. With that run, double-check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to...
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Titans are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Connecting with Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.